Let's take a look at band protocol and do some price analysis. Hello, welcome to Operation Crypto. I hope you're all doing well. Please make sure you do like this video and subscribe to my channel to be notified when I'm going to be pushing out new videos. And let's get started in today's video. So we're going to be talking about band protocol. I have done a couple of previous videos on this before, so one which, what was the project about, and then I did another price analysis video about 6 weeks ago, and we have hit those targets. We've come lower, so I'm going to readdress this video and see where the price could potentially go if we're going any lower, what we could expect in the long term with a bit of a price prediction there. So let's get cracking into today's video. We will start off by looking at some key stats, and then we'll jump over to TradingView and do a little bit of technical analysis over there. Let's start off by looking at some of the key statistics, and band protocol, which is ticker BAND, is currently ranked 75 out of all cryptocurrencies. And today, today's date is the 14th of October 2020, we have a coin price of $6.70, so we're a long way down from where we've been. We have a total supply of 100 million band, and out of those in circulation we have around 20.4 million. If we just scroll across, and we can see the 24-hour volume is around $92 million, and the market cap is $137.3 million. So we do have a significant amount in this project. If we look at where that volume is getting traded, you would expect where we're getting 11% against Tether on Binance, and we're gonna, we got a couple of pairs on Binance, got against BNB, BTC and Binance, so you're getting quite a bit of a volume there. If we just scroll down as well, you can see we have 98 recognized pairs. Some of the ones down towards the bottom aren't getting much of a volume, but as you can see, it's quite an easy to get hold of token this, so that's where you can get it. And finally, scrolling down here, all-time high. Look at that. That is pretty much when Link did that massive run up to $20, and BAND pretty much followed it, and we did it $17.69, and that was the 10th of August, so you're talking about 6-7 weeks ago now. So that is the key statistics of it. As well, if you're on CoinMarketCap, you can earn some band if you scroll to the top, click that link, complete a few questions, and I'm not entirely sure how it works, but I think they select who's got the questions right, and if so, then they'll send it to your wallet. But let's jump over to TradingView now. We'll do a bit of a price analysis to see where the coin price could potentially go in the coming weeks and months, and possibly a long-term prediction. We will start off on the weekly time frame. This is BAND versus Tether. We will also towards the end look at a BTC pairing as well. Just if you do trade in Bitcoin, then we'll be able to give you a bit of value there. Personally, I trade in Tether, so that's what I want to start off with. I just want to start off by marking a couple of key areas of support and resistance, and it will give us somewhere to aim at in the future. And I will use this horizontal rate, and first one I can see is here. So if you look at this wick, it rejected there, and then it rejected off that wick again. So that was two key areas where we rejected, and that is the weekly time frame, so it's bang on there. I only ever really do support and resistance levels at weekly and monthly levels. That's just because I prefer to buy at them levels. Sometimes I will mark up some daily levels if I see fit, but personally I'm just going to stick to these levels, and that's what I like to do. Just want to mark a couple of levels up really, and see if we've got anything to aim at really. Let's have a look down towards these levels. You can see there's pretty much a level there. If we rejected off that area, we rejected off it pretty much close to it. You could say it's nearly there anyway. What you can do is you can do boxes, so you do catch these areas. Personally, I just prefer it to be a little bit more accurate by within around these areas. Let's see if we get another one down here. It looks like we've got one there as well. And you can see we bounced off that wick there and bounced off that wick again. And then just see if we can get a couple more lower in case we do absolutely shit the bed. The chances are quite high in crypto. We've got a good level there. If you look at this wick, we acted as a rejection, come all the way through, rejected. That's a couple of levels there and one there, so I think that is going to be enough levels. So if you look at this wick, we rejected off it and then we bounced off it as support. I can't really see any of these mid levels here. We seem to be on a bit of a moon mission, then between July and August it just absolutely flew. So I think support and resistance levels got wiped out the window here. So if we just drop into the daily time frame, this is what I like to look at mostly. And as you can see, we've had a monumental rise. And if we just take, what could you say, beginning of the move, so back in, where's March? In fact, March was the time when Bitcoin had that big dump, and you can't really see it on here. I mean, we had a little drop there in price when we were trading at 60 cent, and it didn't really move much. We dropped down to about 30 cent, but ever since then we've been on a very substantial rise. And look at that, from these prices down here at 60, so even around $1, then it absolutely flew. And we just look at that as a price perspective. So from these levels down here back in March, all up to that wick when we had all-time highs, that was 11,213% price here. So that was absolutely ridiculous. And what I want to do first is put a bit of a bearish scenario on this and have a look at potentially some areas where we could get as an investment opportunity. And again, for this, I'm going to put the Fibonacci on and try and identify a couple of levels. So I'm going to take pretty much the bottom of this move here all up to when we double top there, and ever since then we've done pretty much a 61% retracement. If you look at this weekly level here, we've bounced off this area so many times, and we've rejected off it as well. So we are in pretty much a bit of a channel here, bouncing on the 618, rejecting off a weaker level, and then bouncing off the support of that weaker level there. So I think these areas are going to pretty much areas to trade within at current prices. Personally, if I'm ever trading and I'm looking to buy an asset and it's gone on a good run, I do look at the 61% retracement level to buy in, and that is pretty much where it's at now. So I mean, long term, if we do start to turn bullish, I mean, this could be a great area to invest. I mean, at $6.59, I mean, that's an absolute steal considering 6 weeks ago we was up here at $17. So that is a good area to potentially buy. What we need to do though is just monitor it, and if Bitcoin starts to shit its pants and we start to drop, unfortunately altcoins follow Bitcoin. That's the type of space that we're in at a minute, and we'll lose this weekly level. And the next target will be the 78% level at $4.01. And if Bitcoin still keeps going down, then you got to look at these weekly levels. But I think chances are quite slim. Bitcoin's looking good. But any time we go down to 10k, then it's bouncing back up towards 11k. So chances are quite slim of going down here. But just be mindful that things can turn sour. I just want to put my my EMAs on here, and you can see we had a cross here and we dumped, but looks like we're forming pretty much a cross here. If we do get a couple of daily bullish candles here, then that's going to give us a good cross on the EMAs, and we're going to start to push up, in my opinion, and start to target back up to all these levels. Like I say, there are no weekly support and resistance levels in here. I mean, we've got some daily levels. You can mark, there's a couple of a key daily level there. If we just mark it up, in fact, so I think that could be a good area to target. Where was it? There it was. So if you look at that, we bounced off that and then rejected it a few times. So that could be a potential good area to aim for. So that could be, if we start breaking out here, then that could be a good area. But we need to wait to see what happens here. If we do start to drop, then you got to target these levels. But if we don't, then the golden cross is going to come up and we'll start pushing up. If we just put the Hitman on, which is, it works out when there is a shifting market momentum, and as you can see, pretty much close to that cross, we had a bearish indicator pop up and we've dumped. If you look down here, we had I don't know if you can see it. If you look down here, we had a bullish indicator, and that was the start of that crazy run that we had. So potentially, if we do get a cross here, we might get a bullish indicator, and that mean full steam ahead and start to take up some of these levels back up here. I think that is a key level there, though, at $9.50, and then that 38% retracement level at $10. I think they're key targets to aim at if we do start pushing up. So that is with regards to where you should invest. I think you should pretty much buy in anywhere in here, and if it does start to come down, then dollar cost average down. That's what a good investor should do. If you're happy with a project, then just keep dollar cost averaging down and bringing that price of your overall investment down. So that is that. With regards to a price prediction, then $20 is the ultimate target. It is the ultimate target. If we just mark it on, that is a key area to potentially aim at in the future. Let's change that to red. If we do start to push forward, break these levels and start flipping these, if we flip this weaker level up here to support, then I think the 20k levels is pretty much inevitable. We're not even a million miles off it. We like to say went up to $17.80. So flip this area, use that as support, break all-time highs, and then aim for $20. I think that is my target over the next 6 months. I would say I would like to, I mean, if it does come here in less than 6 months, I will readdress this video and give a further analysis on that. But I think we're still a long, long way off that. We've done a quite a big retracement, and we need to start using these levels first. But that is USDT. That is where I think we can get in a dollar price. Let's just jump over to BTC and have a look at that as a price, and where you could potentially get as a good investment opportunity. Let's delete some of that crap from last time. As you can see again, we've got a bearish indicator here. Let's get rid of the EMAs. So, as you can see, we had a massive run. What I want to do, put a Fibonacci on from pretty much the bottom of that move there, all the way up to that double top that we had, around there. That was 130,000 Satoshis, and you can see the exact same as Tether. We're hanging around with 61% retracement level. So again, this is a perfect place for me to buy in. Just mark it up. I would always buy at this level, and I think it could be. I think this could be the bottom. But if it doesn't, the exact same with Tether. If we start to come down, I've not got any support and resistance levels on here because I don't trade in BTC. So, but the Fibonacci does give you a good idea. If we lose this level, then obviously you're going to have to target down here around, what's that, 38,000 Satoshis. Currently we are at 57,000 Satoshis. So, I mean, there could be good areas to buy in now. We have been hanging around with 61% retracement level for, what's that, about coming up to 4 weeks now. So, I mean, you could say it's time to flip and start pushing back up. We have had a good solid retracement now. But that is that in a BTC perspective. I'm not going to give a prediction with a Satoshi value because it would be exact same as in dollars. So I think that will wrap it up for today's video. That gives you a good key area down here to potentially load up. If we do start coming down, move your orders down, and then initial target once we flip these levels is $20. So like I say, that will wrap it up for today's video. If you have any questions, please drop them in the comments below. Please make sure you do like this video and subscribe to my channel, and I'll catch you next time.